What is up, Celtics Nation? Thank you for tuning in to the Dynasty Proud post-game podcast. Here with the Boston Celtics absolutely dominating the Houston Rockets today by a final score of 114-93. I am the Parquet Poppy. This is my boy Adrian here. You can find him at NBA Swing Pass. Adrian, how you feeling after that whooping right there, man?
Oh man, that was a good whooping. We, like you said, Houston, we got a problem. Short-handed, no problem for the Celtics. Derek White, masterclass tonight. Yeah, I mean, Bale Shireman. Yeah, we had clutch performances. Harper Jr. gets a start. He he locked down Durant. He was playing Durant tough. Durant could not get comfortable out there, and it was total team effort. Pete Pritch, yeah, from top to bottom, we just dominated this game.
Everybody just came in super prepared for the game on the second night of a back-to-back, and the Celtics were just absolutely dominant. It was a defensive battle in that first quarter, but pretty much after that first half was pretty close. Both defenses playing pretty well, but the third quarter just the absolute catalyst for the game, and Celtics just totally completely dominated. Derek White caught on fire in the third, followed by Payton Pritchard again on the second night for Pritchard coming off the bench. And then, like you said, performances today from Ron Harper Jr. I mean, what an absolute spot to come into this game starting. And then, your first start of your career, you're guarding up Kevin Durant, just hassling him, making it hard for him all game. I mean, that has to be like, that has to be like one of the best starting debuts for a Celtics player that I've seen in a while. That was just absolutely, when you needed shots from him today, when you needed some defense, some rebounding, also. Ron Harper Jr. just made a complete statement today, and it's
Yeah,
it's insane. We were just talking about it in yesterday's game. Joe Mazzulla and Brad Stevens can just pick up anybody off the at anywhere off the NBA, put them in the game, and they'll just absolutely dominate in the system. It was just a great all around effort. Love to see, Ime Udoka getting frustrated. He could have had something great with this team, but he decided to be freaky and mess it all up. He had two
yeah,
superstars in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the team, and he messed up and just completely he fumbled the bag. I mean, he
mhm,
fumbled everything. Like he could have had so much success here in Boston. Now he's over there in Houston, still trying to figure out how. I mean, I don't know how his coaching style is working with these young guys in the NBA these days. He was regarded as a these up and coming coaches, but um, outside of the success he had with the 1 year stint with the Celtics, I haven't seen anything from him. Nothing from him that shows me that this guy is going to be one of the future great coaches of the league right now. It's just
mhm.
absolutely he just gets you can see his body language. He just gets frustrated with the personnel that he has on the team. Doesn't know how to adjust and figure it out and get his guys to respond and want to play hard for him. So he ends up, arguing a dumb foul call,
Mhm.
and gets himself kicked out of this game. I mean, it's an absolute embarrassment for Ime Udoka to just get kicked out of a game like that. Just kind of pathetic. You can say maybe he's trying to get the team riled up. Going, trying to stand up for his guys and stuff like that. No, like, come on. Just absolutely pathetic response from him today in this game, and then Sengun also getting getting thrown out. I mean, you talk to a female ref and you call her a bitch when you're walking away, you're gonna get kicked out,
Mm,
buddy. We heard you. We heard him on the hot mic too, right? The
yeah,
the mic right underneath the rim. You hear him say it completely clearly, and then he's asking why he got kicked out. I mean, just absolutely no common sense from anybody, from some of the players and the head coaches on that team. It's just absolutely insane. And it felt really good to kick their butt. I'm not gonna lie.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, Ime's coaching style, either you love it, you hate it, and typically when guys play hard, it's for a coach that they respect. I didn't see the effort tonight. Is Celtics were short-handed. They don't need Ime. to push the buttons. They just need guys that are willing to play for him. I'm not sure if these guys are actually 100% into his coaching style. He calls guys out. He did it here. These guys don't like to, their names being put on blast in the media, and his style can rub a lot of people the wrong way. And yeah, it was a poor performance from the coaches down to the 15th guy or whatever. So
And it's not like this coaching style is new, or we've
yeah.
heard players talk about, their frustration kind of like with the style of his coaching. I mean, Jalen Brown was a big, a big vocal presence in the Celtics locker room about Ime Udoka, and the way he talks about the players, with his like coaching style in the media. I mean, Jalen Brown did not like the way he coached. It's on the record. It's out there. And when you have one of your superstars, one of the two superstars who doesn't like his coaching style, and then you had Tatum who said he was the best coach he had ever had.
Mhm.
It was a little bit of a conflict, right? Like
Yeah.
you got one guy who doesn't like the coaching style. He's a superstar on the team. You got another guy who says it's the best, like the best coach he's ever had, and he likes the style. Just two different responses. And honestly, like, even we can go into like the whole drama of everything that had happened when Ime got sent out, where his significant other at the time was making comments about how the Celtics did him wrong and this and that. And it almost feels like maybe the Celtics just didn't want Ime after a season of having him, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that there was a conspiracy to get him out. I'm sure Ime still contributed in his own way. He,
Mhm.
he did contribute in his own way to getting out of there, to getting fired from the team. But yeah, man, it's just you know, they have a guy now in Joe Mazzulla who just absolutely knows how to push the buttons of the team, the team, of all the players on the team. He knows how to get the best out of everyone. And who knows, maybe the Celtics, they didn't like the way uh, the 1 year stint that they had Ime. Maybe there was rumblings. They had heard, knew some things were going on in the back, behind the scenes, and we're just like,
Mhm.
you know what? Let's get rid of this guy. I mean, because it was kind of controversial to have like Ime's, wife or girlfriend that he was with at the time saying that she felt like they did Ime wrong, and then basically saying, it was just kind of weird, right? Like it was
Yeah.
super super weird that she would be standing up for him after allegedly being cheated on and stuff like that. So just a totally weird dynamic around that whole situation still to this day.
Mhm.
But I mean, the Celtics got out of that, and you know, here we are today, a championship later, and Ime still trying to figure it out with KD on
Mhm.
his team.
Yeah, I mean, scandal in sports in dawn of time. If you're good enough at playing or coaching, teams will find a way to keep you, no matter what the scandal is. Like you said, maybe the Celtics saw that sample size and they were like, okay, we're all set with him.
Hmm.
And let's give Joe, maybe the guys connected more with Joe as being an assistant and they made the switch. There was a bunch of stuff that we probably don't even know about that whole backstory, but glad we have Joe, and I'm glad Houston has Ime.
Facts. Space City step back with the question. He says, "Was he this stubborn when he coached Boston?" Um, Kinda. I'm gonna say it was a little bit more tame. I feel like, I feel like the media definitely still, tried to like figure out like what's wrong with this guy when he was here, right? I mean, Ime did some he did some things that a lot of Celtics fans liked, and there was things that he did that a lot of Celtics fans didn't like as well. I mean, definitely the, calling out your players. That was a big, 50-50 right there as far as the fan base goes. Pretty split. I mean, a lot of the fan base is still split on how they feel about Ime. I don't know how you can after the results that we've seen the past couple of years. But I would say he was still kind of as stubborn as he is right now. But I definitely think now with the freedom that he has in Houston, the lack of press that are going to pretty much press him on the way he coaches and stuff like that. He has a little bit more freedom there. I feel like he was a little bit more tame, but here when he was here in Boston, but it's just absolutely, yeah, just his stubbornness has definitely increased since he's been shipped out of town. That's for sure. But he was still, yeah, still pretty stubborn presence here on the team. If I'm being honest, from what I remember.
Yeah, he just coaches angry. I mean, that's his personality, I guess. Doesn't crack a smile on the bench, winning or losing. It's just that scowl and just an angry person. I don't know, just the negative energy just coming through the TV set, just through the broadcast is you can feel it. I mean, just bad karma.
It's just not the body language that you want to have when your team is, finding themselves falling down and into a hole in a game. You're playing a hospital Celtics team. You have Kevin Durant on your team. I mean, it didn't even look like Kevin Durant was really involved in this game, if we're being honest. I mean, he was at. I mean, it's credit to the defense too, but I mean, you have Durant on your team. I know he's a little bit older in years now. What is it? What
Mhm.
they say, his 17th, 18th season or something like
Yeah,
that. I
something
don't
like
even know.
that.
He's got old legs, right? He's a little bit tired, but you know, when the Houston Rockets were finding themselves falling into a hole a little bit, like Ime Udoka has to find some way to get Kevin Durant involved into that game.
Mhm.
He has to figure it out, especially against the personnel that the Celtics were running out there today. I mean, Ron Harper Jr. getting his first start, right? Like, who
Mhm.
else was in the starting lineup? Derek White, Ron,
Sherman.
and Baylor Shireman. Ron Harper
Yeah.
Jr., Baylor Shireman. I mean, this is Ron Harper Jr.'s first starting game ever. Baylor
Mhm.
Shireman is in his second year. Luca Garza, first year on the team with the Celtics, and they played double big to open up this game, man. Like double
Mhm.
big, like the Celtics rarely play double big this year.
Yeah.
Maybe that, and I mean, it wasn't the best first quarter from either team, but um, the Celtics just prevailed. They found a way to win this game, and then the shots started going in the third quarter. They got absolutely hot. Went flamethrower from Derek White, and they didn't look back after that. But like for a team like the Houston Rockets, who were playing so well at the beginning of the year, I mean, the expectations were super high. Everyone was
Mhm.
talking about them, and now it's like how does this happen to a team like that where they were playing pretty decent, but like I said in yesterday's podcast, they weren't really playing any comp. So this could have easily been a win for them on the second night of a back to back for the Celtics, and not having Jalen Brown, not having Jason Tatum, no Sam Hauser, like it should have been a closer game for them, and they absolutely blew it. They absolutely just completely laid down in the second half after the Celtics took like a 20-point lead. So it was just it was embarrassing. I'm if you're a Houston Rocket fan, you got to be wondering like what is this team like where's this team going? I mean, they made no moves here at the trade deadline either, just pretty much content with what they were with what they wanted here going into the second half of the season, once we get past the All-Star break. So it's just like it's got to be confusing for them as fans. To see the team that had these high expectations just absolutely just collapsing to I mean, this is what essentially could be we have G League guys in here on the team in the starting lineup today. I mean, um yeah, just absolutely just brutal for that fan base.
Yeah, I mean, what was it, a year or two ago? They were like the top two in the West or something. They've definitely fallen off. Yeah, I mean, the coaching, the playing. I mean, Van Bleek is not even. He's injured. He's another guy that's been injured lately in the past few
Mhm.
years. He just can't stay healthy. And yeah, I don't know if they have the right mix of talent with the veterans. I mean, Durant, he's he looks winded. He doesn't look like the same Kevin Durant. Like you said,
Mhm.
age is catching up to him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know what the plan is there.
Yeah, these guys had one of the best offenses like to start the season too, and it's just like completely like it's come down, man. It's definitely not what it was at the beginning of the season. I mean, they're still 31 and 18, right? They're
Yeah.
they're still not like a a bottom feeder team, but um, with the talent that they have compared to the Celtics, I mean, this should have been easy for them. This should have been not. I wouldn't say easy for them, but it should have been more competitive.
Mm. Yeah,
Should have
true.
been way more competitive. But yeah, you know, if you're tuned in right now, we just started talking a little bit about the game here, getting into a little bit about the Houston Rockets, the Ime Udoka getting kicked out this game today with two technical fouls. I am the Parquet Poppy. This is my boy Adrian at NBA Swing Pass. You guys can give us a follow. If you're tuned in right now, if you got any questions, you want to talk about the game, put in your comments here on X on the live chat. And then if you're tuned in on YouTube, you can go ahead and comment on there too. Appreciate any type of engagement that y'all want to talk. Let's discuss. We're just a couple of fans here talking about the game. No inside information, just speaking from the heart, saying how we feel, what we see in the game. And yeah, if y'all want to, add along to the conversation, go ahead. We'll put you up here on the broadcast too. Get your what is it, your handle out there. People can follow you and all that good stuff. So let's get on to like what we saw in this game. I'm actually going to pull up the box score right now. Um, and let's just see what we had going in this game right here. I mean, just contributions from everyone today. Just really, really good stuff. So I'm going to start with Luka Garza today, 34 minutes, 19 points, 7 to 13 from the field, and he knocked down a couple of 3-pointers as well. Got to the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and was a plus 16 in this game. I mean, Luka Garza just continuing to show out for the Celtics. Um, depending on what's going on with this trade for Simons, whenever we get Vucevic, I mean the Celtics are going to have one of the best, some of the best depth at center for a team. I feel like going into the second half of the stretch of the season. I mean, you put Vucevic, Luka Garza, you got your 2 stretch bigs right there, and then you also have Nemish Kato, who's more of the traditional, not really going to stretch out the defense, but you can rely on him to get down there in the paint. I mean, and pull some boards. And Nemish Kato had 19 rebounds today, almost hit that 20 mark. I mean, the guy is just playing absolutely. He's playing really great basketball right now. Just doing everything that you expect from like a traditional center, and he's not even really a starting center if we're being honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, after what he's shown this year so far, I mean, that conversation is kind of quickly changing. I mean, Nemish Keita is certainly kind of turning into a starter now here for the Celtics, and a good contributing starter. So just to pair that with Vucevic and then Luka Garza, moving them in and out between the starting unit and the second unit, I mean, Joe has a lot to work with, going forward. So we'll see what else is going to transpire with that, because it's still not final, that trade. So
No.
looking to see, like, is somebody else coming along with Vucevic? Because if that does happen, I mean, that'll just be a huge upgrade for the Celtics this season.
Yeah.
But we still got to wait on that. Trade deadline is coming up. I mean, we only got maybe 3 hours 20 something minutes left till the deadline. So maybe something happens, but if not, it looks like it will just be Vucevic coming over for Anthony Simons. But yeah, Nemish Keita, man, like I said, he had a great game today. And then the 19 boards really stand out, and 17 offensive rebounds as well. 5 blocks today as well. So he was just absolutely killing it on defense, and just a hilarious transition or sequence from him today. Almost falling out of bounds, coming back into the play, realizing like, oh shoot, the guy's coming back at me, and makes the block, but still, the Houston Rocket player still got the board to go ahead and finish off the play. But it was just hilarious. It was pretty funny from the broadcast. They were just cracking up at that.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Derek White today, man. I mean, what a bounce back game from him after having only 11 points yesterday. He finished out with 28 points on 10 of 25, 6 of 14 from the 3-point line. Along to go along with 8 assists as well. So he was moving the ball. He was shooting decently in this game as well, and really nice to see him come back and find his shot a little bit there again in this game. We needed that from him in a game with no JB. We needed him to step up, and he absolutely did. It's just it's been hard. It's been hard to trust him this year, right? So seeing this from him, it kind of sparks a little bit of confidence that he's kind of like feeling a little bit more comfortable now in this role, with actually having Peyton Pritchard on the bench, because now they don't have to split shots between each other in the starting unit, right? So
Yeah.
Derek was able to work on his shot in the starting unit, and then Peyton Pritchard was able to come in and get his. So that really worked for the Celtics last year too. They both dropped 40 in a game last year doing that, right?
Mhm.
So it obviously is a formula that can work. And just shout out to Peyton Pritchard for being put in this position, doing everything that he did this season as a starting point guard for the team. But
Mhm.
you know, Joe said that there are no rotations, right? But 2 games in a row, it probably means like this is the kind of look that they're looking to go forward with for some portion of the rest of this season.
Yeah.
Barring injuries to the starting unit or any other guys on the team. So
Mhm.
it works. It probably will continue to work if they continue to do it this way. And I really think like it, these past 2 games right now, it just feels like this will work the way if they keep it currently constructed as they're doing it right now with Peyton
Mhm.
Pritchard coming off the bench. You're adding Vucevic, and then if Tatum comes back too, I mean, um, this I feel like looks more like the normal Celtics teams of the past that we've seen with Tatum and Jaylen Brown here together. So this I feel like is a it's like a it should take like the weight or like the expectations off of Tatum a little bit. Like for him to like come like he can now see that this team right now, that the way they have it, he it should take the pressure off of him of like feeling like, oh, how will I be able to integrate into this system? Because now the Celtics have built a team with the center depth that he's accustomed to, and not with with Anthony Simons being gone now. So Tatum can come back, and they keep playing like this. I mean, they were able to play like this today, like we said, with no Jaylen Brown, no Hauser, no Tatum, and they absolutely dominated. This team it can still be a unit. So
Yeah. I mean, Peyton Pritchard, they interviewed him. They asked him about coming off the bench. He said he's going to do whatever is good for the team, whatever Joe wants him to do.
right.
You could tell he's playing faster. When he gets into the game, he's just attacking. He's
Mhm.
not waiting. He's not looking. He's not deferring. He's just going downhill. He's playing physical. He's getting his shots up quick. He looks more comfortable coming off the bench. And yeah, going forward, maybe that's a scoring guard off the bench, and maybe Shireman stays in the starting lineup for the foreseeable future, and Joe just plays a little bigger, and just piece it together that way. But yeah, with Tatum coming back too, it's a better maybe like you said earlier in one of these pods that him coming back and just coming off the bench, maybe that's the fit too, and they could play off of each other.
I honestly think that what they have going right now, like it should be it should be looked at more.
Mhm.
Going forward as far as like how they're gonna play the game. But yeah, just really really good stuff from D White today. Ron Harper Jr. came into this game, made an impact on defense. 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 7 from three, 9 rebounds. I mean, he was working out there.
Mhm.
3 assists as well. To come into this game, first time starting, drop 11 points, just absolutely play amazing on defense, guarding up Kevin Durant, who did not have a good game. The defense was bothering him between Baylor Shireman and Ron Harper Jr. They were just absolutely hounding him.
Mhm.
And yeah, he affected the game 100%. Baylor Shireman today with a quiet 15, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 8 from three. and 10 rebounds. So he had a double double right there. I don't know if that's his first career double double, but Baylor Shireman just he's been really great for the team lately. After struggling in the beginning of the year, we thought he was going to. I mean, there were times where we thought he had lost his spot to Jordan
Yeah.
Walsh and Josh Minot this year.
Hmm.
And Minot comes into this game. He did not look good. He looked like a player who hasn't played in months.
Yeah.
No fault of his own. He was injured there for a little bit, but it was not good minutes from him today.
Hmm.
So there was a lot of stock in Josh Minot earlier in the season. I was buying that, and I still had stock in Baylor Shireman. So nice to see that his stock is paying off.
Yeah.
But Minot, man, he's searching. He's trying to figure it out. Lack of minutes, and coming into this game, he I don't think he was ready. I don't think he was ready at all.
No.
Um, they got Vucevic. They got Vucevic here on the box score. So maybe that has been maybe that's going to be dropping. That's official. Um,
Mm. Yeah. Yep.
so for him to be on there, interesting. Interesting. He's on there. He's gonna be number 9. Gonna be wearing number 9. Okay.
Nah, that's the whites. That's just probably
Oh,
typo.
it's like a little placeholder or something.
Yeah.
I'm like number 9. What the heck? Okay. Man, absolutely crazy game today from Peyton Pritchard off the bench. 33 minutes, 27 points, 9 of 20 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. It just seems like this is his role. This is his perfect role for him. Um, Coming off the bench unit, heavy minutes, playing a lot with the
Hmm.
starters and still in that second unit. But man, just the last 2 games, just it's very eye opening what we've been missing off the bench. I mean, he is what we thought like Anthony Simons could be coming off the
Yeah.
bench, but
Yeah.
Anthony Simons smaller than Pritchard, doesn't have like the girth that Pritchard has as far as body type wise
Hmm.
goes, and it's just not they're almost the same player but just totally built way different. Peyton Pritchard just absolutely just a dog. He knows how to use his body. And Simon's just more of a finesse player, but like he has to get into a rhythm for him to be successful with the team. Like Peyton Pritchard figures out how to, if he's not in rhythm with his shot, he still tries to figure out a way to use his body to get lower to get an easier shot. We didn't have that same capability with Simons.
Yeah.
He's a great player and everything, but he was too consistent, too inconsistent for
Hmm.
that 6-man role. He like it's like you said in the last pod, he is more of a starting type archetype player. It's just that he wasn't gonna have the success coming off the bench here. He has to be in a starting role, heavy minutes. It's what he's
Yeah.
used to out of Portland, and Payne Pritchard is used to playing this role with the team for years now. So um, it's got to be a little more comfortable for Pritchard.
Hmm.
Not having to, going back to like his original role that he's so accustomed to, and just absolutely succeeding and thriving with it still to this day.
Yeah. He looks more comfortable coming off the bench. It's just the energy he brings. Like you said, he can create a shot where Simons is trying to get his rhythm when he came off the bench. Totally different players. Simons, yeah, more finesse. Pritchard is just more of just a basketball player. He'll
Hmm.
just find a way just to create. He makes winning plays, and he shoots the ball well enough. He can pass. He does everything pretty well, and he's only limited by his size. What is he, 6'1"? If he was 6'5", he'd be a top 20 player in this league. He's just that good.
Hmm.
Fundamentally sound. He's a good player.
Yeah, he is. Um, and then nothing really from the rest of the bench. Jordan Walsh was in there, just playing decent defense against Kevin Durant for a little bit in the game as well. He was Did he get he got a steal, I believe. Yeah, he was playing some pretty solid defense.
Yeah.
Celtics total 6 steals today, 6 blocks, 13 turnovers, 26 assists, 57 rebounds, and 17 of 20 from the free throw line, 37% from the 3-point shot, and 43% shooting overall. Just a solid game, man. I mean, look at that. Look at the bench.
Mhm.
20, 31 bench points combined, 27 of them from Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah.
Just he is the bench. He
Yeah. Yeah.
Peyton Pritchard is the bench. It's insane. But it was good from the starters today to all contribute, scoring in double figures today. And then Peyton Pritchard just an absolute beast. Let's take a look at Houston real quick. 15 points from Durant, 4 of 11 from from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Got to the line 7 times. I mean, minus
Mhm.
22. It was not he was not good.
No.
Jabari Smith Jr., 13 points, 5 of 12 from the field, minus 29. Tari Eason, 10 points, 4 of 6, minus 9. Alperen Sengun, 13 points, 5 of 12, minus 22. Amen Thompson, 11 points, 3 of 8, minus 21. I mean, they were just bad. Just
Yeah.
no defense being played by those starters at all today in this game. Um, Jeff Green. Is that the Jeff Green I'm thinking of? He saw
Yeah.
minutes. He saw minutes. I do not
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. I don't remember that either.
Holy
Yes.
crap, Jeff Green, man.
Former
Um,
Celtic legend there. Yeah.
yeah, I can't believe he's still in the league. That's shocking.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Yep.
He would not be alive today if it wasn't for the Celtics. So, um,
True.
shout out to Jeff Green, man. He's still doing his thing in the NBA after having open heart surgery, man. That's insane.
Mhm.
He's still
Yeah.
doing his thing. Jashawn Tate, 0 points. Isaiah Crawford, 2 points. Clint Capella, 4. Aaron Holiday, 9 points. Josh Okogie, 2 points. JD Davidson,
Mhm.
the main Celtic legend,
Yeah. All time great. Yep.
G League MVP, 7 minutes, 2 points. It was a +6. He was like one of the how many players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the plus today.
Mhm.
Um, JD Davison. I don't know, man. I feel bad for JD Davison. He has to go over there with Ime Udoka, and he's just getting no play over there. Unfortunately, because Ime Udoka doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
No.
So yeah, man, that was their box score real quick. Just horrible night from them. Pretty embarrassing. But yeah.
They definitely came out unprepared. It just seemed like their entry level was very low. They were
Mhm.
lethargic out there and they weren't ready to play.
Yeah, man, it was just you know, shout out to them. Very thankful for them. Deciding not to show up and let the Celtics basically do whatever they wanted to them. So loved it. I loved it. Who do the Celtics play next? I mean, we got to keep this win streak going, my man.
Mhm.
Let's see. Who do we take on next? Let me run this schedule real quick. Versus Miami. Okay, so we're going back home. We got Miami, then the Knicks, and then Chicago at home. I like that. I like that. Getting at least 2 wins at home right there. I
Yeah.
would prefer if we get all 3,
Mhm.
which I think is possible. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, that
even
next
though,
game will be huge. That next
yeah,
game will be huge. Yep.
yeah, because they're on a nice little win streak right now for the Knicks.
Yeah.
So be nice if the Celtics can stop that. So who does New York play next? Let's see. New York plays Detroit next. So they're going to Detroit, and then they'll be facing the Celtics after that. So both on the road. Um that Boston game's gonna be on ABC. So national game right there. Jalen Brown will be back for that. I'm sure on that. He might be back first Miami too. We'll see. Yeah, depending on how these guys are feeling after that back to back, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's getting a night off versus Miami to keep them
Hmm.
fresh for New York. So we'll see who that ends up being coming up here in these next couple days. Yeah. So waiting on this trade to finally be official. I know
Yeah.
that they said that they were saying that the Celtics were looking to, you were even saying it yesterday too, that the Celtics are probably looking to, do add something
Hmm.
into this trade to, get
Yeah.
something else back besides just Vucevic.
Yeah, because it's not official. Even John Corrales, somebody asked him, and he was like, "Well, the phone calls never hasn't been made to the league, so it's not official. So Simons is still technically part of the team because it's not official.
Hmm.
And it not being official, something else is going on in the background. They're trying to probably add to the trade, make the trade a little bigger, and move some more pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can get a guard or somebody serviceable, that would be nice too.
Let me see. Trying to see if anything has popped up lately in some tweets here. If there's any news out yet, but it looks like we are still waiting. We're still waiting on the finalization. Imagine if it doesn't go through. Imagine if Chicago just
Yeah,
says like,
screw it. Yeah,
"Man, I don't think they can at this point. I think since it's been
yeah,
agreed to, I
yeah,
just think that I know like I just think maybe they're gonna bail out on the extra moves happening, and then it just becomes
probably.
the Simons for Vucevic. Yeah,
Anthony Davis on the move again. He's going to Washington.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I know so many crazy trades that just happened. I've totally forgot about that one.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
gonna
they
be,
could have. Yeah, they can have a squad if he stays healthy, but he just can't stay healthy.
dude. It's Anthony Day to Day Davis, man. Like
Yeah,
he's not gonna. He's not
fragile.
gonna. Yeah, he's just not gonna. At his point in his career, you don't get healthier, right? Father time catches up, and it's basically like it's catching up to him every year now.
Yeah,
So,
plastic man.
I mean, you're gonna have if he's gonna want to have success, he's gonna have to call up Paul George over there on the Sixers.
Mm.
Honestly, if he
Yeah.
wants to get his if he wants to start playing like it's 10 years ago again, yeah,
Mm.
get in contact with Paul George and his guy, and then maybe we see Davis having some success this season. But I don't
Mm.
see it happening this year, next year, the year after that. I think Anthony Davis at this point in his career is pretty cooked.
Yeah, he's just probably staying in the league just for the money part,
Oh
just for
yeah,
the paycheck at this point.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I honestly I don't care what happens to him. I think he gets everything he deserves. Him and his dad when they wanted to disparage the Celtics back in the day. You know what? I will actually quote Anthony Davis's father right now here. And I quote, "Boston, I would never want my son to play for Boston after what they done to Isaiah Thomas.
Hmm.
No loyalty. Guy gives his heart and soul and they traded him. Anyone can print that." End quote. All right. Well, it looks like your son is over here on another team being traded over and over. So, talking about the loyalty of the Celtics when it's just business, man.
Yeah,
It's just
so
business. Like, get over it. Like, come on, man. To like put out a comment like that and just say print that, put it in the paper, blah blah blah, dude, just absolutely just feeds us every time Anthony Davis gets traded now. Now he's relegated to the poverty franchise of the Washington Wizards, and it is what it is. It is what it is, right? He went to the
yeah,
Lakers, his dad talking about loyalty when Anthony Davis forced himself off of the Pelicans to go to LA. He gets his ring in the bubble, whatever.
yeah,
He had a nice 3 months off during COVID to get ready to get healthy before going to a bubble and then playing in front of no fans, no home court disadvantage, having to go on the road, travel, nothing like that. He gets his easy ring, and it is what it is. He hasn't been able to have a fully healthy season since the bubble, and that's what a regular, real NBA season looks like. That's how it's supposed to be.
Hmm.
None of that bubble, debauchery or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just have so yeah, everything that his dad said about the Celtics and everything like that, like would you expect the Celtics not to trade for Kyrie Irving if he was available? I mean, come on. Just
Hmm.
any smart GM would have done that. And yeah, so that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, looking back, it was, Kyrie is, we traded IT for Kyrie, and I was a better player at the time. Looking back, maybe it wasn't the best move, but at that point, Kyrie was an all-star, budding superstar, and he was a better player. But
Yeah,
history.
and Kyrie can't stay healthy either. Like he couldn't stay healthy for the Celtics, and then when he came back for the Celtics, for some reason he decided he wanted to guard Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't get that at all. Just
Mm,
completely
yeah,
sold. I mean, yeah, like come on,
yeah, he did us dirty in that playoff series. He definitely
dude,
did us dirty.
dude. It was just yeah, I'm sorry we traded Isaiah Thomas. Like yeah, like it Isaiah Thomas gave us great moments in the playoffs and everything. We still love him to this day,
Mm,
right? It was just business. Like
yeah,
this fans have loyalty. The fans have loyalty, right? It's not the owners it's not really up to the ownership or GMs to have loyalty to a player. Unless you're a superstar, right?
mhm,
But like you're going to trade Isaiah Thomas 9 times out of 10 for a Kyrie Irving type player.
yeah,
So for his dad to just be like completely ignore that fact, just whatever, good riddance. We didn't want Anthony Davis anyways, can't stay healthy.
yeah, yeah. It was all that Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum trade him to the Pelicans to get Anthony Davis. That was all that hoopla, and
Mhm.
very lucky we didn't do that. We be regretting it right now.
Dude, we would be regretting that absolutely. Like we would have been regretting it like 5 years ago, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah.
The guy just can't stay healthy.
No, no. The talent's there. It's just he can't stay on the floor.
Mm-mm. But yeah, man. Yeah, I wonder when. So if this trade deadline passes, we get
Mhm.
Vucevic. It gets official. We should see him in the next game,
Yeah, I would hope so.
and
Um,
that would actually like really benefit us too, playing against the Knicks.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think they can incorporate him pretty easily because his game is like a Missoula type of game. I mean, stretch five or four, whatever he is.
Hmm.
A little bit of a banker. He could, create, which is good. He's a low box presence. I mean, they can put him in a block and just feed him the ball. That's something that team doesn't have.
Right.
He does give him a lot more options on the offensive end. Defensively, he's gonna give up baskets, but I mean, it is what it is. But he's gonna rebound. He'll play hard, and that's all you want from a big man.
He's one negative defender on a team full of positive defenders, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
like he will get backed up. Like the team will make up for his lack of defense 100%. And I think this against this Miami Heat game
hmm,
would be a you know, great game for him to get his legs, see where he fits within this team before playing against New York. I think it'll be a great matchup for him, to find himself in the system. He's a smart player. It shouldn't be that hard for him to figure out that Joe wants him to pick and roll and pick and pop and do
hmm,
all that good stuff, get down and crash the glass. I don't think you really have to coach a guy like that.
yeah,
Um, with what he does on the court and how Joe Mazzulla runs this system, you really don't need a lot. it's not super complicated. Joe's gonna make it simple for him, put him in a position to succeed. Look how simple he made it for Ron Harper Jr. today in his first game as starting as a Celtic. I mean, he made it easy for him. He gives him he like dude, he just Joe Mazzulla is clears Ime Udoka. I
Yeah,
mean, how many Celtics fans were saying that? I wasn't. I was not saying that. Once Ime Udoka was gone, I was highly skeptical of Joe Mazzulla and being able to
yeah,
get it done with this team. Um, but he proved us wrong. He proved me wrong that he could win a
mhm,
he won a championship in his second year with the team after being thrust onto the teams as the team's head coach 1 week before the season started when it was his first year. I mean, if he doesn't win coach of the year this year, it'll be it'll be a travesty. Honestly, like I don't think there's any coach right now more deserving with what Joe Mazzulla has been able to do this season with
mhm,
all of the exodus, with the mass exodus of the team that happened in the offseason.
mhm.
He's plugging in guys like Baylor Shireman and Ron Harper Jr. in a game starting on a second night of a back to back versus the Houston Rockets, and they absolutely dominate. I mean, this guy, this guy is coaching his ass off. He's got all these
Yes.
players bought in, and he is doing something that I don't even think Ime was able to replicate in Ime's first season as a coach, right? It like
Yeah,
okay, Ime got them to the finals, but he was absolutely terrible as a coach in the finals. I mean, he,
outcoached.
he got outcoached 100%. But but I mean, you give credit to the Warriors and everything too. You give credit to Steve Kerr for basically just out coaching Ime Udoka like easily in the NBA finals. It was we were dude, shout out to Brad for the pivot, man. I mean, to like not even look out like, outside of the Celtic system, looking for a coach who was on the outside looking in. He went within the organization, hired the guy that Bill Simmons that was out here calling second row Joe at one point, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
nickname it felt like it might stick. And here we go, now what are we 3 4 years now with Missoula, and he's coaching laps around Ime Udoka. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, coming into the year, it was Jalen and Joe. Everyone, the media wanted to say it's their prove it year. Can Jalen lead a team? Can he be the guy? And can Joe coach a lesser talented team? And they've proven all the naysayers wrong at this point. And Joe's got to be up there for Coach of the Year. I mean, they can't say he's got a loaded roster this year.
They
He's
can't.
absolutely he's coaching. He's always been coaching, and people want to fall back and say, "Well, he's had the team. Brad's always given him the team." Well, this year, this year it's a different look, and Joe's just opening people's eyes, and people are starting to realize how good of a coach he is.
Yeah, this year it's clear that they're trying to cut salary. They're trying to cut payroll, right? And
Yeah,
he's still getting the job done. And it's like you said, people were saying this is a prove it year, and now that he's proving it, it should be awarded with a coach of the year award.
yeah,
You can't call a guy out in the media, say this is a prove it year for them and the team, without Tatum and blah blah blah, and then when they do, you can't not acknowledge it. You can't say that, oh well, Brad Stevens, this and that. Yes, Brad Stevens is a great, brilliant mind, basketball mind, but Brad Stevens is not coaching anymore, right?
no,
Brad Stevens is not on the court putting these guys in positions to win. He's getting Joe Mazzulla the personnel that Joe needs for his system, and it's just working. Like
mhm,
that is a coach who has a plan and is still committed to it and hasn't really deviated from it too much, and is still finding success without superstar talent Jason Tatum on the team, without a Drew Holiday, without a Kristaps Porzingis. It's just like without Al Horford too. I mean, Al Horford was a huge like staple in the Boston Celtics offense. You know, the
Yeah.
past what how many years now, and that he loses that, and he's still able to continue on and still finding ways to win without him. It's insane.
Yeah, masterclass. It's just slam dunk coach of the year. There's no doubt. There shouldn't be any doubts at this point, but
There
we'll
shouldn't,
see.
but it's probably going to give it. They're probably going to give it to a player, a coach that has a stacked team, a great roster,
Mhm.
and just completely ignore that the Celtics are doing this without talented rosters like all these other coaches. It's just honestly it's it's the award is favoritism, and it'll probably still be favoritism this season as well. So we've seen coaches win coach of the year and they get canned the next year following.
Mm.
Like it happens more
Yeah,
than you think,
yeah.
and it's just insane to me that it really is just a popularity contest. They give it to the guy that has a decent roster already, and they completely ignore the coaches that do more with less.
Yeah, Coach Bud, right? He was what coach of the year, and he got canned out of Milwaukee, right? A year or two after. Yeah,
Then
it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, then there was the coach for the Toronto Raptors. He wins, and then he gets fired the next year. It's just insane to me um, that they give these awards to these coaches who have decent rosters, and then next thing you know, when their roster isn't great, they get canned by their organization the next year because
Mhm.
they're not having the same success. I don't. You know what? Don't give it to us. Because I don't want Joe Mazzulla getting fired after winning it, and then now the pressure's on because he has to replicate it again. You know what? Screw it. Give it to another coach. Let them try to live up to the hype and the pressure. We don't even want it anymore. All right.
Mm.
He's deserving, but we don't even want it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go for team success. Let's just make a deep playoff run and see where it ends at that point. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if the hate wasn't there and we get some of these awards, some of this national recognition. But like you said, it's the hate's there and it's pretty. They don't even try to hide it at this point. It's
They
it's out
don't.
there for everyone to see.
They don't. ESPN left Stores, Connecticut to go to LA so that they can basically mooch off of the LA dollars, and ESPN just high favoritism for LA teams, West Coast teams, because that's what makes them the most money. Um, they sold out. They left the comforts of New England. They left the Patriots. They left being in the same demographic as the Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, and they jumped ship, moved all the way to LA to be a clickbait news entertainment,
Hmm.
uh, sports entertainment. I mean, it's not even really sports coverage anymore from ESPN.
Yeah,
It's just sports entertainment. They moved their studios out to LA so that they can just literally just make the most money they can, and they're completely biased against pretty much any other team outside of LA. It's insane.
yeah. How many times have you seen that old ESPN photo that's on Twitter? People keep reposting from what the '80s when they just first started, and the Chris Bermans and the Stuart Scotts and all those old heads, that were part of that
Hmm.
original group.
Yep.
They've changed. They've changed.
It
It's
ain't, it's
yeah.
not the same. Nothing what it used to be. Man, I remember when I used to pass by the ESPN headquarters, just driving by around stores, man, and just thinking it was so cool that the worldwide leader in sports was located in my home state, like where I reside. And they used to talk about the Patriots, they used to talk about the Celtics, they used to talk about the Red Sox all the time. Now it's just all LA teams, LA this, LA that, Otani this, Otani that, like
Mm,
that's just all they like. That's their pivot. That was their pivot, and it's just yeah, it's sickening. I hate ESPN. But even though I use them over here as our box score, I need to find something else because I
yeah,
can't stand them. Oh, I'm so sick of them.
yeah. But
Freaking ESPN. Screw them. All right, man. I am heading out for the night. It was good talking this win. Excited for the next one. I mean, Miami Heat, I think we get it done again. Should be a good game. Should be an easy
Mhm.
win for the Celtics here. I don't think Miami's doing anything before this trade deadline. I think I
Yeah,
think I think we're gonna see them with the same exact team going into the next game.
yeah,
Celtics did at least something. So Brad continues to make moves. Even if they're little, even if they're
mhm,
minuscule, he still is trying to find ways every year to make this team better. And the Miami Heat just sit on their hands, and then
yeah,
they're just letting the time pass them by. They're just letting Bam Adebayo just wither away
mhm.
with that organization. Um,
Yeah. I have a photo. I've tweeted a few times of Pat Riley falling asleep at the draft table and just like conked out and
Sleepy
sitting at.
Pat, man.
Yeah, and literally that's what he's doing at this point with the Miami. He should step down, or they should actually move him into a different director position, move him out of whatever he's responsible for.
Dude, Miami Heat fans, they are fed up, man. They're done with Pat Riley. Like
Yeah.
the hate is just real. You see it under so many other posts
Mm,
on their Twitter. Yeah, so you know, this used to be a great rivalry. There used to be a lot of good Miami Heat accounts that were talking their shit, and they have
yeah,
been
yeah.
silent for past couple years. Heat versus refs, Heat versus haters.
Yeah,
Those
what
those
happened?
accounts, man.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, the fall
yeah,
off the fall off has been tremendous. It's crazy.
yeah, 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 dude.
So
Nowhere to be found. Yep.
man, it'll be nice if we get another win, rub it in their face, but the rivalry is just absolutely one sided now. Celtics
Yeah,
just like Jason Tatum said, they always easy every time we
yeah.
go down to Miami. So it is truth. I mean, the Celtics have beat them what 9 in a row now or something like that in Miami. We're playing at home this game. If the Celtics don't come correct, they can easily let this one slip them by
Mm,
and lose at home. So we need the Celtics fans to be loud. Basically, make it hard for Miami. Um, be relentless. We can't let them, come into TD Garden and think that we're just going to take them for granted just because we beat them so many times now. So Celtics fans got to come correct. Get TD Garden loud. And I believe what day is this game on? It's a Friday.
mm,
Friday night. Ooh, 7:30. The crowd is going to be feeling nice. Friday night, got the drinks flowing. End
mm.
of the work week. Yeah, it'll be a good game for the Celtics. We need that win.
How we looking on Super Bowl Sunday? The Celtics playing on Sunday.
Ooh, Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, they're playing New York.
Oh,
That's gonna
that's
be a
okay.
yeah, it's gonna be an early one right there. That's the game that they were saying Tatum was aiming for. I don't think it's
Uh,
happening.
all right.
I don't think it's happening though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a 12:30 p.m. game, 9:30 a.m. for me. Man, that's our early one.
Mm,
But I'm not. But we're not streaming after that one because it's just Super Bowl parties going on. It's gonna be
yeah.
we
Long day.
getting prepped. We getting prepped.
Long day. It'll be a call out Monday for me. I know that.
Oh,
I'm
nice,
foreseeing
nice,
it right now, but
nice.
yeah, good day to be a Boston sports fan on Sunday.
Honestly, man, Patriots are getting that. They're getting that win. They're getting that dub. I feel super not. I'm not like scared of Seattle, man. Like I just think the Patriots have a better team. Like
Hmm.
they've proven themselves in these playoffs right now, going up against these top defenses, and we got one more top defense to play with, and they're the worst one out of the bunch. So
Yeah,
Drake May going to be in favorable conditions. The shoulders feeling fine. They're going to let him sling it. And I honestly, I can see Celtics. I can see the Patriots winning this game. Like not
yeah,
easily. It's going to be a good game, but I think Patriots are coming out on top, 100%.
yeah. We just have to get to Darnold. I think they said 14 fumbles this year. Barmore, Williams. They just have to get there. If they get there and force
Dude,
turnovers, the game will be over
they're
early.
getting there. They're getting
Yeah,
there. They're getting there. Like they need to hurt. Sam Darnold. They got to make him feel it early. Like
Sea
put
Ghost. Yep.
put the pressure on him. He hasn't beaten us. He hasn't beaten the Patriots once in his career. You gotta just do the game plan that attack him, let your defense do their thing. Drake May come in, manage the game. Take your couple deep shots. Best deep ball thrower in the game. Stretch out that field. I mean, Drake May has had a really good throw diet this
Mm-hmm.
season. So putting him in a favorable condition game right now, the home there's going to be a lot of Patriot fans at that game.
Yeah.
It'll be loud for Seattle, but it's gonna be loud for Patriots fans too. Like we're gonna be in there. So Drake May should be feeling really confident. I'm very confident in this team. I think they get it. I think the Patriots get their seventh Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah, we get the coaching advantage. I mean, Vrabel,
Facts.
he out coaches McDonald. We got McDaniels. We have what 3 or 4 other former head coaches that are on our staff. We get the coaching advantage. We have 2 weeks to prepare. There will be a game plan, and we'll be put in a position to win the game.
Yep.
Underdogs, we feed off of that and let the media keep calling the Patriots, underdogs, which is fine with us.
Yep. I got some breaking news right now. The Golden State Warriors are trading Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks for Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
Porzingis isn't even playing. That's a money dump, I think.
I think so. Yep.
Oh, good trade
Yeah.
for Atlanta though.
Yeah. Decent for them. And then let's see what happens, man. So if this is happening right now, then I think that means that Draymond is still staying.
Yeah, yeah, doing
Draymond's still
bonus.
staying.
Yeah.
So all right, that's a first domino to fall now. So actually, let me go to Shams's Twitter right now, see if anything else has dropped. This is my only I'm just getting a notification from ESPN. So
Yeah.
let's see. So for that, nope. Before that is just the Tyus Jones Charlotte Hornets trade.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So OKC, everybody's been thinking that they were going to make a move. A domino falls there. Um, let's see. Yeah, let's see what else the league does now, because everybody was.
Mm,
If you're a Golden State fan, damn, I feel bad. All those hopes of Giannis, getting
mm,
Giannis to Golden State, and you end up with Kristaps Porzingis.
yeah.
Yikes.
He gets to play with Al again
Yeah, he does. Little
if he
reunion
plays. Yeah, if he plays.
if he
Yeah.
plays. Yeah.
Um, yeah. Yeah. Hopefully the Celtics have one more in them. I like to see him try to add a little bit more, but they're fine the way they stand. So
Damn, people are trashing this trade right now.
I'm glad for Kaminga because he can actually play. I don't know
Yeah.
what was Kerr not wanting to play him. I don't understand that whole dynamic, but he can
Uh,
actually play.
yeah, this actually it definitely helps out Kaminga. He's definitely going to get some play time now in Atlanta. They're building he fits more with their timeline
Mhm.
with what they want to do. He is still a little bit of a veteran in the league, but he's still closer to their timeline than Kristaps Porzingis is, because Kristaps was probably not going to play I don't think Kristaps is going to be playing much the rest of this season. So yeah, the Warriors were ready to get off of Kaminga. They've been wanting to get off of him for a while. So, um, yeah, see what happens. Still leaves the opportunity open for Giannis to the Heat, or I mean, the Heat still don't have nothing to give, but
Yeah.
their names are in there, right? But I doubt it. But now let's see what the Timberwolves do.
Yeah, I think the hang up with them is they're not able to get other teams to want to help facilitate a trade. They need like 4 teams, like you said the other night. You need 4 teams to actually make something like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having problems trying to engage other teams. So
Yeah. Yeah, Heat fans, they want John Morant and Giannis. Gosh,
oh
the
wow.
delusion. The delusion
Yeah.
is crazy. The delusion is crazy.
Yeah. No, Morant's gonna get moved tomorrow, so we'll see where he ends up. But looks like you're a total rebuild over there in Memphis. So
Yeah, facts. All right, my man. That's it. Nothing else from Shams yet. So we'll just end it there.
all right,
And see what else happens tonight. As far as these trades go and everything. So, ooh, yeah, gonna be a fun night. Hopefully.
yeah,
But all right, man, getting out of
all
here.
right.
Thank you for everybody that tuned in to the podcast tonight. It was a fun one. Celtics win again, like we said, by the final score of 114-93. All right. We're heading out of here. I'm the Parquet Poppy. Thank you for tuning in. This is my boy Adrian at NBA Swing Pass. Follow us at Dynasty Proud 18. Follow us on our socials and at Boston Sports Entertainment Network. I don't know if I'll be here for the next one, but just stay tuned. And we'll post it out there on the Dynasty Proud if we're coming back for the next game after the Miami Heat. Until then, as always, peace out and go Celtics. See you guys in the next pod. Peace out.
Peace out.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.